Hey y'all, Kevin here, and this is Pure Reviews, where I review all kinds of products. So if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And in particular, if you find this video useful or helpful, be sure to hit that like button before you go. Maybe even leave a comment that simply says thanks. Really helps with the channel a ton, and I greatly appreciate it. So today's product is available on Amazon. I've included a link in the description that'll take you directly to the product page. You can see the current price point, see if it's on sale, all that lovely information. But what is it? So today's product I want to share with you is a great little solar-powered floodlight. So this was sent over by a company called Auderwin. And this is the box that it comes in. You're obviously going to get instructions, but it's pretty self-explanatory. We're going to cover all the features right here in the video. You're also going to get a little bag of hardware, so that way you can mount it up. Very, very easy to utilize. So let's go over all the features. So first off, you're going to get the little light panel itself. It's going to have a little cord here. That's what you're going to plug into the solar panel, which we're going to go over in a minute. There is a power button on the back. Just simply press that and you'll be able to turn it on. Now this thing's going to have 3 different modes. You're going to have basically mode 1, which is going to turn off. And then once it detects motion, it's just going to turn on full bright level. And as you can see, it is super bright. You've got 4 little spots with nice bright very white LED. It's 6,500 Kelvin, and then the lumens out of this thing on the brightest level is 4,000. So like I said, it will light up a nice little area. So you got off and on, that's mode 1. Simply press it again, and then your mode is going to be where it is dimmed down to 30%, and then once it detects motion, it goes up to that 100%. That's a great mode to use if you're utilizing this as more of like a security, or like I have it kind of by our well house. You can have it just where it's on all the time. Then it gets bright when you approach it. The other option is you can have it just set up at that 30% all the time. So it's just on all the time. The motion sensor really doesn't do anything. It's just going to stay at that light level, which is great if you have it in an area where you don't necessarily need motion sensing. So you got those 3 different options to pick from, which is great. It's got this little flexible mount, so you can basically position it at any angle, and you're going to notice it's going to be able to be mounted on its own away from the solar panel, or you can slide it into the back of the solar panel itself, and then it can mount directly on the top part of it. So you can have basically the solar panel, and then this light is wherever, and you can just adjust the angle as needed. So it's very, very flexible when it comes to wherever you're aiming it and throwing the light. The motion sensor does pick up quite far away. It's going to easily be able to pick up about 16 feet. Now that's going to depend on how high it is, but it has a nice wide range for it, and it has a nice kind of, you could approach it from the side. Obviously it has a nice little protective screen to protect all those little LED nodes on there. And then it flows out that light. So it is, I can't stress enough, this thing is nice and bright when you utilize it. Now, as far as the solar panel, once again, like I said, you can remote that basically wherever you wish. It's got a nice little cord here. Now, to give you an idea how big the light part itself is, that is about 6 3/4 inches wide, and it's about 2 1/4 inches in kind of depth. Whereas the solar panel itself is at 6 1/4 inches in width, and then that's about 7 1/2 inches in length. It has an adjustable stand here, so once again, you can adjust it however you wish. Then you're going to mount this little plastic piece to whatever wall. So it's very easy to put on and take off if you need to do that. And then it has a nice long cable that you can stretch it. So if you have this around the corner, it's easy to do that and then have your light over the door if you wish. So you need to get this wherever the nice and full sunshine is. It has a nice little coating over the solar panel, so that way it absorbs plenty of light. Give you an idea of the battery that this thing has built in it. It has a 2000 mAh battery. With full sun, you're going to get about 16 to 20 hours on that. Now, that's going to depend on how often it's going off, depends on how often it is on its full brightness versus the 30%. So there, you got to take that with a grain of salt, but you're going to easily get all night, which is the main point, is you get all night charge, or charge all day, and you'll get an all night coverage out of it, which is another great aspect of it. Obviously, if you have several days of cloudy weather, then you may start to get worse. Now, it does have an IP67 weatherproof rating. This thing is meant to be outside, so it can handle the snow, can handle the rain, can handle the dust, all that stuff. You can put it out in the elements and it will do absolutely fine. But yeah, overall, it's very, very easy to utilize, very easy to install, super, super bright. And very, very flexible, which is another reason I like about it. I like that it can be separated from the unit or it can be tied to the unit. It's kind of up to you how you want to mount this. So if you are looking for a great little floodlight, maybe you're not in an area that you can get power to it and you just need a solar application, I think this one is totally worth checking out. If there is something that I haven't quite covered that you're a little curious about, feel free to hit me up in the comment section. I do typically respond to those. That is it till the next video. You guys take it easy. Later. Congrats, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated for the support. Be sure to hit that like button on the video. It really, really does help out. And if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell if you want to get notified when new videos come out on this channel.